So that's where the Oleander, I think, is so interesting because I believe, and so we're going to come back to senolytic cells, right? We get the chemotherapeutics, we drive some cells to senescence. Now those cells are just sitting there doing nothing. And I think it could be those cells that 6 months to a year later hone to the lung and set up these metastases that we can't see at the time of amputation. They're clearly there, clearly circulating.
And looking for something to do.
But we don't find them. And I wonder if we still did standard care, so they still get their chemotherapeutic, but we add Oleander onto that, could we then kill those senolytic cells?
Have we tried that
stop
yet?
those mets? We haven't. We need money. That's the next study I want to do, but we're in the process of raising. But a small study that would show that, I think, opens great opportunities. And again, we're not going to harm these dogs. We're going to help them, and we know they're going to die from it if we don't. Mm-hmm. So they're a great model.
And when you do the Oleander, it's just like an essential extract, like an essential oil type base, or is it a hydrosol or?
So it is. So what we do is we extract directly from the plant, and there are different ways that we can do that. So we can do, they started once with like a hot water extraction. We can do supercritical, we can do ethanol, methanol, so different things that will dissolve the actives out of the plant. And then it gets cleaned up, the chlorophyll gets taken out, so it's not green. And then we can end up with what we call an extract, which means that it's not purified down to a single compound, a single isolate. It's other, like, we know that there are terpenes and other, materials that come out with the oleandrin is the active. And we can purify it all the way down to that's all that's there is oleandrin, or we can do it as an extract. And I think that these other substances, there's definitely some benefit to them. So.
And are you doing it as like a liquid droplet in the mouth, or is it through IV, or how are you administering it to the dogs?
Really good question. So I think what my preference would be is at the time of amputation, and we start them on chemo, we give them an IV dose, and then we follow that up with an oral dose. And I think we're going to, honestly, my dog's on it. I'm going to keep him on it for the rest of his life. He's 13. I think might even prevent some cancers. Who knows? But he's going to be on it, and he likes it, and he feels good on it. So that's a good question, how we give it. But I think that's what we'll probably do is IV and then oral.